It's not a surprise to see more winter-like weather by the end of November, but there are some big changes that are happening in the atmosphere that aren't usual for this time of the year. Something called a sudden stratospheric warming event appears to be on the verge of occurring. Basically, stratospheric winds get disrupted by waves that originate in the troposphere. That's actually the lowest layer of the atmosphere where we live and all of our weather happens. And once those stratospheric winds get disrupted, air starts sinking downward. And just like rising air cools, sinking air warms up. All of that then disrupts the highest levels of the troposphere, which is where the polar jet tends to live. It's very rare for this to happen this early in the cold season as well. Now, in a normal state, the polar jet is strong and relatively uniform in shape, makes it harder for cold Arctic air to spill south toward us. But when the polar jet weakens, it becomes more wobbly and prone to moving around, so it makes it easier for that cold air to spill south. And as we look at the next week or so, the upper air pattern basically shows exactly that happening. Now, we're starting this week with a pretty strong and pretty well-defined polar vortex at the upper levels of the atmosphere. But by Thanksgiving, we see that vortex becoming elongated and kind of disformed. And by early next week, look at this. That vortex has actually broken down into 3 smaller ones, has become extremely irregular, and that cold air has spilled out toward us. And it can take a while for these patterns to sort themselves out. So that's why we've been saying that the month of December looks like it could be a cold and unsettled one. Meteorologist Phil DeCastro, Fox 11 News.